man, this is sad, man. You go on YouTube and you type in like people struggling to live, and like I remember last year when a hurricane that went all the way up to North Carolina, which is unusual for a storm to go up inland like that. I'm talking about the Asheville area, and I seen this woman had to evacuate because she had nowhere else to go, so she had to leave. Yeah, man. It's sad, man. So many people have stories like this, and yeah. So I'm finna play it and stop it on the way, and yeah. It says the cost of living in America is making people give up. Like I told my mama earlier today, I said, Mama, like people work so hard and they ain't making it. Like this is so unsustainable. My mama, the boomer she is, gonna manipulate what I said and saying that I'm pocket watching people. Like I'm not pocket watching. People are literally telling their stories online every day. Like I get it, y'all. I like my mama. She's in a different, it's a generational thing. Like she had, like Leah said, boomers had community. Like they didn't have community no more, man. Like like it's a lot of individualistic shit going on. So let me play this and pause it.
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a one-bedroom apartment is $1,500. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are.
Wow. So she's in her 20s. She has a college degree. She's waitressing because apparently her college degree is probably hard to find a job because AI is taking over, which is another reason why can't stand AI. But it is what it is, right? And she's struggling. She's badly making it, man. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's unsustainable. Like she said in Myrtle Beach, that's in South Carolina. Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, $1,500 a month. That's how much my friend in Florida is paying for one bedroom apartment. Like on a waitress's salary. I mean, not salary, a wage, which is tips mostly. Oh wow, that's let it continue.
trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our off for nothing.
Yeah, and you know what? She said TikTok influencers. Like, yeah, like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. People on Facebook do that stuff too. Yeah, that stuff pays, but you can't rely on it because God forbid if you get mass reported. Even though you probably didn't say anything wrong, because some haters. People love hating on each other because somebody got a bigger following. Like, grow up, man. We're adults here. Jesus Christ, who cares how many followers you got online? Jesus Christ. But anyway, like like that can only carry you so far. Um, and then so you have to work because what if TikTok goes away? See, TikTok, they're about to bet, they bet TikTok for a few hours until Trump reversed it with the executive order. Like people was making income off TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Like yeah, man, it's tough. And she said like her boyfriend barely see each other, which in terms, like I said one time to somebody, like let's say a husband or partners, they both work a lot, they barely see each other, so you're not making love, you know what I mean, like that, or you're not enjoying each other time because you get home, you're so tired, you want to go sleep, then you got to get up and do the same shit over again. Like, it's unsustainable. Like, her boyfriend should spend the time on the beach because they live on Myrtle Beach, right? Or go somewhere else in the country, or go out overseas or something. I just like this is wild.
Nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now.
What am I doing wrong? I work every day and I'm still broke. Like, I have a decent job, I make some decent money, but I live out here in Cali. Like,
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna say this, like it's not your fault that you are struggling. Anybody that watching this video right now that's going through struggling right now, trying to make it, doing the right thing, most of these people may probably Gen Z or millennials probably on this video. Like it's not our fault. Like it's the billionaire class. Liz says the politicians, but the politicians are paid to do what the billionaires tell them to do. So yeah, it's politicians too, to a certain extent, but it's the billionaires. Like they're the reason why you are struggling because they're taking your labor. They extracting from your labor. And they turning it into stock buybacks. So so when the economy crash, like they'll have their shares, and you'll be jobless and homeless possibly. So yeah, man, it's not your fault. Like you ain't doing nothing wrong. He said, "What he doing wrong?" Like you're not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. Ty Peasant, Liz ain't doing anything wrong. Mike, he's unemployed at the moment. He's not doing anything wrong. Like we're people that just trying to work hard. I mean, trying to not work hard. I hate that word, work hard. We're just trying to live. That's all. So back to this.
bro, as soon as I get paid, I have all these bills stacked up, bro. That shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making 100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays.
Hi guys.
Wow. This guy said $100,000 a year. I believe it, in California. $100,000 a year. Not including taxes. You got to pay taxes. Or California taxes are expensive. Then the cost of living is atrocious. Like wow. And the minimum wage in this country is $7.25 an hour. Man, man, oh man.
I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking dollars already. I literally have $10 left on my account. So, a
Wow.
little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago, and I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews and still nothing. Like, what the is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here.
I mean, to be an ass, to be in that class, yeah, being ass is making. They find ways to make our lives harder by making sure we stay on the bottom. They might let a few crumbs. Let a few people, have a little bit of what they want, but the rest of us, we ain't shit. We ain't shit to them. We just cog to the system. Then once AI comes, then they have an excuse to get rid of all of us, damn near. And let AI take over. Somebody said that. Somebody said, I hope AI gets real smart and come after the CEOs and the billionaires. You know, that would be hilarious. But yeah, man. Like you heard what she said, man. She went to the grocery store, 10 items, $80 left her with $10 left in her bank account. You can't buy a gallon. You can't buy a full tank of gas with $10 anymore. Like, and she's jobless too. On top of that, it's not like she's waiting for another paycheck to come. And she been struggling to find jobs. Like, what's she gonna do? Rent due. These landlord real estate companies don't give a fuck. Like, if you don't come with that rent, you evicted. You gone. It's crazy.
Here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Y'all, I just went today and got my driver's license renewed, my car tags renewed, picked up 2 prescriptions, and got a few groceries.
Wow.
To say that I'm completely broke now is an understatement. So I'm going to have to go home and start selling off my furniture to be able to live the rest of the month. I mean, that's just, it's unbelievable.
Wow. Poor lady, man. And she look like she a little bit younger than my mama age. Like, yeah, man, boomers and Gen X, man, they struggling too. They ain't just millennials and Gen Z. Like she had said she had to sell off her furniture, bro. So where she gonna sit at? Because she's just trying to live. And you got motherfucking Bernie Sanders and AOC going to these fairly performative ass rallies saying that the Republican oligarchy is bad. No, motherfucker, it's the Democratic oligarchy too. Democrats got donors too, being oligarchy donors too. Like, like, like it's just waste of energy, man. Like with that. But back to this though, like, yeah, man, it's wild.
And my heart hurts today, truly hurts for people who are not able. And we're living in some rough times, really rough times. And we need to be praying for all those around us who are not as fortunate as we are to be able to do the things that we need to do. I'm not talking about extras. I'm not talking about going on vacation and doing fun things. I'm talking about living.
Wow, that's crazy. Like she's saying that, and she still have to sell off stuff that she probably like dearly, man. Like shouldn't have to do that, man. I remember me and my mom was so broke, man. Like I remember we bought a George Foreman grill from Walmart. That's when they came out, man. Like we loved that thing, we used that thing, but we were so broke that we literally had to take stuff back to Walmart to return it just to buy food. And then on top of that, like you know how hard that is to do that, like just to eat, man, just to survive. You got to take your stuff back to the store. You don't see the billionaires taking that shit back to the store. Hell, they buy the whole store out. So, like again, I'm gonna keep saying this. I know I'm repeating myself. Like, it's not your fault. It's not the other guy's fault. It's not that girl's fault. They're trying to find a job. Like, it's the billionaires. But you know what though? It's some people that probably coming in on these people's posts saying, "Oh, you ain't working hard enough. You make $100,000 a year. Oh, you should be doing good, man. Like that's magnificent." Like they pocket watching this guy. Like, come on, man. Like he lives in California. Like California is deeply expensive. Oh, jeez.
Taking care of your vehicle if you can even afford a vehicle, putting groceries on the table.
Yes, like I have to get another alternator for my vehicle, and it's $300. Who has $300 for an alternator? And thank God I have the ability of putting that thing myself because you have somebody else to do it, or you take that mug to an auto repair shop. You know how much they gonna charge? And getting into it in my car is not that easy. So they really have an excuse to charge me a lot of money, which is not fair, but that's just how the system works. Like, yeah, man, like a lot of people can't afford a vehicle, because if we had high speed rail, like a lot of people, I wouldn't even have a vehicle. Like I'd be going to see all my comrades that I'm cool with. Like, but see the problem with that is that if we had high speed rail, then they'll hurt the airline industry, the auto industry, and mass transit industry. Which my thing is that too is like people still be driving. Like I'm pretty sure people still have their cars. It's just people drive less. But they don't think about it like that. So
Buying medicine, the things you have to do. It's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, it's a really sad thing here. We have a generation that is right now trying to survive in the US, and they're doing it at a time that it is so difficult with the rising costs. I really do feel for the younger generation and even for the what's going on in the world.
Bro,
That's crazy. She said younger generation. Hell, she look younger herself. I thought she was about my age, but okay.
cost of living is insane right now. Like, what are we doing? I swear, before COVID in my area, $20 an hour was like, you balling, you good. Now, people that making $20 an hour, I'm like, man, how are they surviving? Like, this is insane. Fast food places are paying $20 an hour now. So $20 an hour is the new $10 an hour. Obviously, all of this is relative to where you live. So my $20 an hour where I live in Northern Virginia may be your $16 an hour, or maybe your $30 an hour. It all really depends on where you live. Like, I can't be the only one that sees this stuff. Like, I can't be the only one that understands what's going on. And it honestly worries me that there's some people out there that make less than that. Like, think about the people out there that's making minimum wage. Like, probably have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make up for, a livable.
$20 an hour. Like he said, $20 an hour before COVID. He was right. Like that was a lot of money. Like, yeah. Um, but now, $20 an hour, man. Yeah. You still living on the street. Yeah, you still, yeah, might have to live with a roommate. Like, you can't get your own place because you can't afford it. And you're right. Louisiana, $20 an hour is adequate. You ain't gonna, take no lavish vacations because you got to pay your bills. But yeah, but if you live in California, New York, like you said, Northern Virginia, the DC area, DMV area, Florida, those states like that, man, like you need, yeah, you need, well, shit, $50 an hour, like, yeah, something insane like that. So,
Income. It's insane.
I'm just mad. I'm just mad anymore. You know, there's no reason for me to be like, yay, America, like we're so great, we're so free, we're so powerful. I'm starving.
see, that what she just said, like, that's what they've been embedding in our heads since we were young, man. They say America's great, freedom, capitalism works, but like she said, she's starving in America where we can't afford to feed everybody in this country. Like, fuck paying for food. Like, give food out for free. Like, the government should do is pay the farmers to grow the food. Like, the government can afford it. If Trump wants a $1 trillion military budget, like, like, you know, take that $1 trillion, put it towards paying the farmers to grow food, and let people go to stores and buy the food. I mean, not buy it. Jeez, get the food and feed themselves. This woman says she's starving in America. In America, America, it really it's turned into a third world country. Like, China is the dominance of the world, man. Um, like they have technology. They damn near eradicated homelessness. Mine here we have potholes everywhere, bridges falling apart. Um, you know, Still some parts of the country haven't recovered from hurricanes. North Carolina, New Orleans. Like, it's a dumpster fire here, man. It's a dumpster fire. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So,
I have to go without so that my kid can maybe have Pop Tarts once a month. Shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to go like, let's see, we haven't had meat in like, a long time because guess what? We can't afford it, okay? But yet we're the ones working every day to make this country go round and round. But we're not worth being able to have decent food or the amount of food that we need to have one of our family members.
yeah, the thing sad about our food, this is a side note, then I continue. Like, it's mostly poison, too. So, you got to spend extra money to buy organic food, which all the food should be organic. Like, why is all these reason why all these chemicals in our food is because of capitalism. To grow our meat faster is to preserve our food faster, which my thing is, if everybody was eating regularly, we wouldn't have to put preservatives in our food. Like, it's killing stuff. It's killing us, by the way, giving us cancer and stuff. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
Go without. I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. It shouldn't be this way. And I know that it's not just this way for me.
Living in America is freaking.
That last part she said, then this will be the last one I'll talk about. I gotta move on to the next one, but she right. Like people are finally starting to realize that, hey, I'm struggling. I can't feed myself, or I can barely feed my kids. I'm not the only one going through this. It's other people. Other people have stories online that's either the same as mine or worse. Like even that woman said. That woman said that, hey, I I have to sell my furniture and stuff, but it's people that are doing way worse than I am. Like that is just crazy. Like it's crazy, man. So yeah, this will be the last one, then I'm gonna move on to the last topic.
Ridiculous right now. 2 to 3 grand on average. You need to make 2 to 3 times that. 9,000 a month. How many people with regular bachelor degrees are even making that? No one. Not a lot of people. No one wants to live with roommates. That's not the answer. Everybody deserves a safe and clean space. There's no reason why so many people should be roommating, or you can't even.
Now, I'm gonna say this, like if you want to live with a roommate, by choice, there's nothing wrong with that. But she's saying is that you gotta live with a roommate by force because you can't afford to live by yourself. Yeah. Like, if people have a house to share, like a big house, and they want 2 other people living with them, that's fine. You know, this individualism type shit, like, that also too been embedded in our minds to think that, hey, you gotta do stuff on your own. Like, we should be able to help each other. But I'm not smearing her. I'm just saying, like, that's what a lot of people think. I get a lot of people watching this saying, like, um, you know, they might take what she says and twist it. No, she's not saying that. She's saying by force. You know, um, you know, to be honest, like, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I prefer living by myself. But if my family member, my close friend needs a place to stay, hey, they're welcome to stay with me. Hey, I don't care. As long as you'll eat my banana pudding. I'm just joking. All right, y'all, back to this.
Even buy yourself your own house. It's not, this is horrible.
And I completely agree. $20 an hour used to really feel like it went.
So yeah, y'all, I'm done talking about that. It's sad, man. That shit made me emotional. Yeah, $20 an hour, man. Back then, yeah, you was shit. Like, you were doing good. But now? Now? No. Can't live off $20 an hour. Even in the South. Like, you need at least $30 an hour or for shit. Well, that's pushing it. So yeah, man. The cost of living of America, man. People at the breaking point. Why you think it's a high level of suicide? Why you think people is on antidepressants? Why you think people, which is bad? Why you think people are going to alcohol or going to drug abuse? Why you think that all of this stuff is happening? It's happening for a reason. It's because people, financial situations mostly. It's other stuff too, but they financial situations. It's shit. I mean, what else? How else can I put this? Where else I can put this, man? Like, it's just bad, man. It's a bad time to be a working class person. And, a lot of people want answers, and this is when independent media comes into play. Like, we'll tell them, like, hey, it's not you. You're doing what you're supposed to do. It's the be in that class that's screwing you over. So